Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are going back to the past to play the Kunio game that kicks ass. This is River City Girls Zero. Although now I can't even hear the intro because according to Snake, my parsec is showing that it's not showing anything.
There we go.
Now it's doing.
So, yes. The two girls you see are Misako and Kyoko, who are the girlfriends of Kunio and Riki for this game. They were girlfriends before in a soccer game where they were just managers and just are basically nondescriptive roles.
They decided to somehow tie this original game into the new canon, because now the River City Girls, both in Japan and in America, has become its own like coexistent brand with the Kunio Kun series. In fact, like River City Girls 2 is being like heavily advertised in Japan currently. So because apparently it got a really good reception the first game.
Yeah.
So they realized, hey, we can capitalize on this. So that's why these two are now like way more prominent.
No, it was not taken off the Switch. It is digitally available on the Switch. It's just that it has limited run.
It just came out. Plus, it just came out in Steam as well. Limited run games just makes limited run when it comes to physical games. It's not that the game is actually gone forever digitally most of the things itself.
But anyways, when this game was originally released, it had two forms of English text. It was originally listed as the River City Girls, or rather the localization, and then there was a literal translation, which is why it's called original now. There was a bit of an outcry because if you're listing something as literal translation, that's kind of bad.
Yeah.
But it's the original translation that's along the lines of the fan translation from the 2000s, I believe. But we're going to be playing with the new localization for it, which is very good.
Oh, it's good, and it does make it feel a little bit more on cohesion with the characters in River City Girls to a degree. This is still pretty different tone-wise, and the game we're gonna point that out because, like, again, they did add some extra little touches to tie it up with the first game, and in a way tie up to the upcoming River City Girls 2, as we can see right now.
I don't know. That skeleton guy at the pawn shop said it was some
We get an intro.
video game about our first adventure together, but I have no idea how to play it.
Why would you buy something you can't play?
Well, he gave me a really good deal.
Hey, it's got Kunio on the label.
Our boyfriends are pretty famous.
Yeah, but not like video game famous. We gotta find out how to play
And
this
they
thing.
broke the fourth wall.
He did also throw in this thing.
Did it have a good fourth wall after the first game?
Cyborg octopus?
Good point.
Give me that. My dad had one of these things way back in the 1990s. You have to plug it into the wall in an old school TV set. Good thing you're too poor to have a fancy new HD TV.
I know, right? Hey! Here we go. What's with the blocky graphics?
I'd say just don't think about it too hard.
You know that?
Yeah.
You can be player two.
Just shut up and enjoy it for what it is, basically.
Switch between characters before they die.
What? I don't want to die!
Relax, it's just a video game. Now start kicking bad guy butt.
Oh, my outfit is hecka cute. Why don't I dress like that anymore?
I should really dye my hair blue again. This is pretty rad.
Also, this is not some mere IPS patch that the game was translated as. It's more in line with some recent advancements in how Nintendo translated the first Fire Emblem game, and that all the text is translated on the fly with English text.
Alright, here's our controllers, which I will immediately forget.
Yeah.
My controller is connected, right? Like, because you didn't make me
Yes.
like do the bottom input. like last time.
Yeah. Press any button. Bam.
There it is.
There we go.
Shouldn't I like map my buttons?
I think your buttons should be mapped.
All right.
Well, also before we go any further, we're gonna put some borders on the screen if you don't mind. We're not gonna use the limited run game borders. We're just going to use the River City Girls 0 border.
Alrighty.
There is also a TV border as well. But here's the thing.
They did.
With this Super Famicom coming into existence, it marks the end of the goofy NES era of Kunio Kun games, where increased memory on cartridges meant better graphics, better stories, and also better music. So, compared to River City Girls, this game is gonna get very dark.
Yeah.
As you
Which
can
is
see
kind
right
of
here.
weird. Yeah, we just already have murder. It is weird because the franchise does flip-flop from like light one and actual serious games from as far as I know. So it never had like a consistent mood.
So that says two high school students did a hit and run. But that's the story.
Alright, let's play two-player. Oh, we are, I think we're in Ad Hell.
Yeah.
So maybe probably people miss all the entire explanation.
Anyways,
Yeah, funny enough, we don't play just as the girls in this game. We do go switch between the two sets of characters.
but this is the Juvenile Detention Center in Japan. Also, that cell number, that's the same number as Misako's home room. And this is our first new character, Takayama, who is a complete hard ass in terms of criminal justice. He is one of the supporting cast members.
I wonder if he is gonna show up somewhere in the other games.
Also, Mamoru, one of the Kunio Kun characters from the NES era, makes an appearance. So now he's on better terms with Kunio.
That was a sound effect.
Welcome to Cell 218. So anyways, this is going to be our first fight with some other Yankee archetype characters. This is not the first Super Famicom Kunio Kun game. There was one before it called Shodai Neketsu Koha Kunio Kun, which played a little bit more like the RPG mechanics of River City Ransom, but took place in Osaka, where Kunio and Riki got caught up in a gang war. That has not been localized yet. So if
There's
you
a bunch of games that are localized.
yeah, so if you support this game by buying it, we might get that one too.
Alright,
Awesome.
time to remember.
Okay.
And I need to remind everyone that I do have a little bit of delay, so I'll suck even more normally.
Yeah.
Of course, Snake is playing as Kunio and I'm playing as Riki. Considering we both play Misako and Kyoko respectively.
So for now, we don't have any
any
special moves, since we're in our prison uniforms. This is an easy
Yeah,
fight.
as you know, the clothes give you power.
Yeah. I mean, they give you power too if you were a gang leader like Riki and a delinquent archetype like Kunio.
Yeah. Keep in mind, Snake has been waiting this game more than me, because like I'm not that much of a Kunio fan. I came in mostly from River City Girls. but I ended up enjoying that game a lot. It's one of my favorite way forward games.
Also, one of your moves you can do in this game is hold down and press the kick button. You can stomp them.
Oh, that's how you stomp them in this game?
Yes.
Okay, I was wondering. I tried. I guess maybe
It's the
it was
kick
dead.
button, not the punch button.
Oh, okay, that explains it.
So, we're the head of Cell 218.
I was gonna say why they're squatting like that, but I forgot this is Japan.
Yeah,
That's a thing people do.
yeah, a gang leader is a delinquent. Also, the fan translation used a lot of swearing, which doesn't exactly match this game and its target audience, which is basically teenagers. Because they'd say like, "Fuck off! We weren't responsible for this." Also, there's
Hey,
Hiroshi, the wimp who saved his ass from Kunio, some female delinquents, biker gangs, and also the Yakuza.
Yeah, and in River City Girls, we kind of like help him get his anime. He looks way different in the first River City Girls game. Then again, a lot of characters do.
Yeah.
And my dog keeps clawing at the door.
Yeah, these guys break out of prison. Sure. New character, Daiki, it just started acting like the #1 punk at Niketsu High School.
I do like the artwork they made for this specific game, like for River City Girls here, Zero, because it is a nice blend between like their current looks and the more old school '90s anime kind of flair.
Yeah. Which if you
While the other two games and River City Girls is more of like more like modern kind of anime looking thing.
yeah. And
Still, I love both designs.
And the border and artwork for the title screen of this game is taken straight from the Japanese box art of the original. Also, Misako has been getting very, very close to Daiki. Like, very close.
Funny you mentioned that. While we know Marion is already going to be a playable character in River City Girls 2. So that is something.
Also,
And it's based on her Double Dragon neon design. Same with Billy and Jimmy that are back in the dojo where you can buy your moves.
also, this line in the original script, he basically calls Misako a bitch.
She is.
Which, I guess... Well, either way, the localization here is good.
Mm-hmm.
And there's our first lead. Someone's been snooping around Niketsu High that resembles Kunio a lot.
I found you, faker.
So, we've definitely
Wait,
been
we haven't-
framed for the hit and run.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna be quite a clash of attitudes because Snake like really faithfully likes this game and its seriousness. Meanwhile, since I started with River City Girls, I'm just gonna freaking joke the shit out of it.
Yeah. I mean, it was a turning point for the series, and we never would really see the Kunio Kun games again until River City Ransom EX on the Game Boy Advance.
Personally, I always felt that River City kind of suits the more, I wouldn't say like flat out comical, but like way more like wacky because the character designs, the whole like everything is just you beat up absolutely everything and everyone. Kind of like lends itself way more to a more crazy scenario than a more serious one, in my opinion. But that's just me. I don't know where you stand, Snake.
I I like the serious tone of the game. There are some moments of comic relief. Some of them.
No, yeah, but I mean, like in comparison to what River City Girls is now,
Uh,
which
I like both.
uh, yeah, I personally prefer the latter, but I'm not. It's not like I don't like the horror.
Also, hi Takayama.
I wonder if Takayama is gonna be in the next game.
I really hope that he is.
At least for a cameo.
Because there is going to be more that we're going to get into once we get to the ending of this game.
Yeah, like we are saying much like they are not just like re-releasing this for funs and kicks. This will tie it up to with the sequel, in a way.
Takayama, that will be shown and talked about later.
Also, I'm surprised by the amount of cutscenes there.
I mean, this was the Super Famicom era, and they were really wanting to go in on the new technology.
Yeah, but not even, I can't think of a lot of like SNES games that focus that much into just dialogue that isn't an RPG.
Oh, also another move, jump in the air, hold down. Yeah, just jump in the air and press down. That's.
Is that how I do the drop kick?
Yeah, you'll basically give him the knee of justice.
I'm trying, but I can't seem to
Yeah,
do
there
it.
you go.
I'm pressing
You're
down.
doing it. You're doing it.
Oh, that doesn't look like a knee attack. That looks like I'm like jumping.
No, I mean, it lets you stomp on them with your knee. Oh, also you can run. So for here, just press
okay.
up to climb. They wouldn't be firing Tommy gun bullets because Japanese police do not use guns.
Mm-hmm.
They just use martial arts and batons. Very different from America's police. Hiroshi's been up on the prison walls the entire time.
Nobody has been looking at her because he looks such a loser. Isn't that like a very tall wall? That would have hurt their knees.
Yeah. And now we're on the run from the law as wanted escapees in what
insert Benny Hill music here.
As in what is translated as the new hot-blooded renegade Kunio's eulogy.
Well, we're gonna die then.
It's more so a mention of high praise that this would be his greatest adventure yet. I think.
Oh, okay. Because like I heard eulogies given to people that are dead. Oh, I don't like this.
But we're gonna see some familiar faces, some new faces,
And most of them I don't know.
and some very good set pieces.
Well, Dr. Waddley, Arc System Works are the current holders of the Kunio Kun franchise.
Yeah, this was made by Technosoft back in the day, which were the former owners of the Kunio Kun franchise and have now long since ceased to exist. Also Yankee Squat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Kick his ass.
Ah. Well, we immediately failed. Ah.
Also, kick combos as well, if you can.
I'm trying. Remember, I have a delay.
Yeah. Also, if you press R1 or R2, you'll be able to tank some hits, which this will be very vital later on when the game gets a bit harder.
Mm-hmm.
And is also very useful for doing special moves once we get our clothes back.
Yeah. By the way, Snake,
Hmm?
I wanted to talk to you about something regarding this. I don't know what are we gonna do for River City Girls 2, because that game will have 4-player co-op
Yes.
and online co-op. So we may need more people, and most importantly, you get
All right.
6 characters to choose from.
We'll figure something out when the game gets released, because I know there's
Yeah,
two-player
like-
online co-op, but I'm not exactly sure if it's going to support 4.
Well, they did. I do remember they announced 4.
Oh,
Yeah. So my real question is like, I know how much you prefer playing as the main guys.
yeah.
But I do feel like if we're gonna play River City Girls 2, we do gotta keep the girls around. Because it's
No
kind
doubt.
of their game. Plus, but here's what I'm hearing. I remember reading an interview. Characters in the previous game, you could unlock Kunio and Ricky after you beat the game, and they had
Yes.
their own moves. To a degree, they were basically a slightly different versions of the main girls.
Mm-hmm.
But in River City Girls 2, not only they're gonna get their own unique movesets,
Yes.
they're gonna get their own in the story mode. They're gonna get their own dialogue, which didn't happen in the first game. In the first game, if you play as Kunio and Ricky, all the cutscenes are still gonna act like you're playing as Misako and Kyoko. That's not gonna be the case. Every character, including Miriam, and I forgot the other character's name that is from River City Underground, I believe. I forgot what's her name. She's like a breakdancer
either,
chick.
but I'll think of something.
Hold on,
I
I'll
would
search
like
this out.
to. I would like to take control of Kunio.
I know, but like I feel like we probably should play as the girls, and maybe we could have like the girls and the boys in a single party.
I'll have to
As
look into
much
how
as
that
playing
plays.
as Marion would be funny.
I'll
as
have
much
to
as
look
playing as
into
Marion.
how that all plays once the game is released.
Yeah. Okay, her name is Probi.
Okay.
She's a character from River City Ransom Underground.
But Takayama's pretty fast getting back to that school.
Also, I am not making unique thumbnail art for this. I already paid a commissioner to get Snake and me with cool Rule 63 characters. I am not doing that again.
Well, I'll probably see if I could do something as commissioning both of us as Kunio and Riki alongside Misako and Kyoko.
So it's gonna be like us and us, but like us as guys and
just
us as girls.
us as the guys and then the girls.
Oh, you're no fun.
But
If you're gonna go for it, you go all out. You don't half-ass it.
anyways, we're gonna go around the back gate for the school.
Yeah, probably walking in the front door would be a dumb idea.
Yeah, especially with Takayama guarding the front gate. Also, no, Hiroshi, you can't go with us. You're
You're a wimp.
You're pretty much a wimp who got beaten up in the first game. The very first arcade game in the series.
Greg, no, now you're making it weird.
Yeah.
All I'm saying,
No.
that's a bit too much. I feel like it would be fine if we just only use like the female designs we already have because I commissioned them, and a version of us as Riki and Kunio.
So this is the first proper introduction of Misako.
With blue hair,
Yep.
because you gotta have blue hair.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Hiroshi got beaten up in the opening cutscenes for every level from the original Niketsu Koha arcade game. Beaten up in the face by delinquents, biker gangs, female delinquents, and then also stabbed by the Yakuza.
He didn't have a good day.
Yeah.
Yeah, just ignore or striped guards. We're just wearing it because it looks cool. Totally didn't break out of jail.
Yeah.
Also, I find it funny that like you can tell Misako's like main character because she's wearing something different than everybody else.
Yeah, while all the other girls are just wearing the standard school swimsuits, I guess. Uh,
I'm curious to see how they go with the sequel though, because I'm assuming the sequel is set in the patch in true ending from the first game. I hope well, at least, because otherwise it's gonna be kind of awkward.
Misako's pretty much the same here as in the first game. Well, for River City Girls. Alright, school fight. Kick their asses.
As soon as I can, there we go. Man, even the sound effect sounds like 90s anime. I love it.
I know.
Ah, my face.
Get off of him.
Ah, damn it! I wanted to stomp him. Drop kick and stomp. It was like down and kick for the knee.
Yeah. Yeah,
Well, that didn't work.
Yeah, that's for when they're on the ground.
Oh, okay. Ooh. Did he fucking pull a freaking Star Stripes?
There's
Oh my god, how much HP does this... How much HP does this fucker has?
Enough. Yeah, stomp him in the nuts. Okie dokie.
From what I have seen of gameplay, the few... Surprisingly, they have done very little like gameplay showcase of River City Girls 2. Apparently, like even their PAX demo, they admitted themselves it was not in a good state because they weren't expecting to go to PAX to show the game, so they had to whip up a demo real fast.
Nice.
But like they haven't shown a lot of like, especially for it's mostly in Japan they have shown off the sequel more.
Yeah, that's.
But from the few little gameplay we have seen, the air juggling has become way cooler. Like you can do way more air, like lifting enemies into the air and kick their asses. The blocking and dodging is way more receptive, which in my opinion was kind of like the weak part of the first game. Like there wasn't much of a reason to block because it barely felt like it worked. And now it has way more, and as I said, like characters have like their own unique stuff. For example, I remember seeing in a gameplay thing, Ricky has a lot of moves that are counters where he basically combs his hair and if he gets hit, he fucking does a freaking counter attack. Because you don't mess his do.
Standard high school welcomes. 60% of people survive these welcomes. We don't have a lot of people. Yeah. Neketsu High doesn't get a lot of new kids.
It's River City. Everybody just fucking punches each other.
Yeah.
It's like they pointed that out in the first River City curse. It's like, don't you find it weird that everybody in this city just fucking beats the crap out of each other on the streets?
True, or Tokyo, as is the original location of this.
Yeah.
Which we will see more of Tokyo.
Well, nothing is to say that River City isn't just a part of Tokyo in this universe. Or at least the Tokyo-like region.
I mean, it technically would be Tokyo, but River City Girls kind of changed things to make a hybrid of them.
I like that. You know, you use every bit of the buffalo. And considering how, like, I wouldn't say inconsistent, but confusing the timeline and elements of the Kunio series is, it's kind of nice to have something that is like, you know what, let's use everything we have in our power. I love that kind of shit.
The Kunio Kun timeline is not exactly confusing.
No, but I mean, like, there's a lot of, like, side games that some are certain canon, some isn't. Hell, the whole thing with the girlfriends already was kind of a confusing thing that they made fun of in the first game before they patched that.
Yeah, because for that there was like a divide between the East and West, because we first knew about Misako and Kyoko from the fan translation of this game, but Japan knew about Hasebe and Mami for years.
Exactly.
Also, there's this
And it
hassle.
feels weird that for the Japan, even in the Japanese version, it's weird that considering the other girls have been like the most consistent girlfriends in the entire series, suddenly you get this shift where there's these two girls out of nowhere. It's kind of, well, not out of nowhere because of the soccer game, but still, like, why the soccer girls? That's what I mean with inconsistent. It's not that it's inconsistent. It's just that
There's just
it does
inconsistency in localization between regions because there were some games we
localization
never got.
and where are the games set? Like there isn't a commitment to the continuity, in my opinion.
I mean, much of the sports games took place in Japan, but the soccer game took place in America, where Kunio just represented Neketsu High School in Japan, because he was going to see some American friends of his from the Crash and the Boys game.
True, but like my point is that there's a lot of like because there's underground, there's a lot of like 3DS and 3DS Kunio Kuns. There's a lot of games.
Yeah,
Some that right here and some that didn't.
Underground
So it's like
is more of its own thing, though. It just follows the
but
American continuity. It doesn't follow
Yeah,
the
but
Japanese one.
that already makes another like branch.
Okay, we're gonna get some moves.
I'm going to die.
Shit.
Can you stop my? Okay, no, you can't stop my body back.
No, not in this game, because once you're dead, and you don't come back until, I guess, maybe the next scene.
I hope so.
But Daiki's
I was going
sickeningly
to ask, are there any like healing items in this game?
No.
Oh, this is gonna suck.
Yeah, this...
With a delay.
So you'll just have to make use of shifting between characters whenever possible.
Well, it's your duty to kick ass. How long is this game? I assume that it's probably, this is an SNES game, it's probably like shorter or around the same length as River City Girls 1.
It's shorter than River City Girls 1.
So you think we may be beating it in like 1 or 2 streams?
Yeah, 1. Alright,
Oh, is
you
that
lost. Give me my clothes back.
This wasn't the guy that was imitating him, right? Because it's like, he has purple hair.
No, that's not the guy. We're gonna meet him
Okay.
much later.
I thought this was going to be a freaking Shadow the Hedgehog situation where it's like, that's clearly not Sonic.
No, this is nothing like that.